you guys. All right, I'm getting tired, but I'm determined to finish this chapter because it's been days since I've been doing this. So chapter 4, Addicted to Monsters. It is about DC Comics. We are in chapter 4, part 4. We're into the engagement and going over the red flags surrounding that. All right, so let's do it. So the last episode, I was talking about how I was blinded by the blingage. I'll stop here to talk about the ring. And it's no shade to the effort and the ring, no shade to it at all. But I later discovered that the ring that I had was called an invisible cut. So it was 4 smaller square diamonds, all real diamonds. This what's up. And, I'm not going to try to just add any extra put down just because everything was bad. But it was 4 smaller square cut diamonds that are put together to form one larger. So it gave the appearance of a really large princess cut solitaire. And although that's not what it was, either way it goes, it was very beautiful. But to me, that's kind of like symbolic of just the way that he was all around. Kind of the shortcut, always trying to make something out to be a lot more than what it was, and using deception to get instead of earning your spot, and that seems to kind of be the overarching theme with almost all the men in my life. Like, instead of actually just being honest and just doing the work, like finding some way to just scam and scheme and just be and to be like the slithering like weasel instead of just doing the work, just earning your space, earning your keep. I don't know if this is just terrible luck for me, or is this just kind of just the natural innate way that XYs are, and some of them just know how to kind of be better at beating their inner nature. It's just this is what's in their nature, and some unicorns decide to rise above it. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about that. So so chapter 4, we're talking about the red flags. Red flag was that, let's see, this was the year 2011. I moved there sometime in the spring. Winter was over, but summer had not begun yet. So I'm going to guess maybe March. I don't remember exactly. I know I wound up moving away in October. So that's the whole lifespan of that relationship was less than a year. So let's say March to October. Sometime in that summer, around my birthday, I believe, is when he proposed to me. So, from my perspective, then it's like, you know what? He was a smart guy. He went after what he wanted. He saw the value. He didn't waste any time. Awesome. That was my perspective then. And he seemed to move with purpose. And I thought the purpose was noble. It was not. It wasn't. So, he told my father pretty quickly, don't worry about her car payments. I'm her man now. I'm going to be her husband. I'll take over. Anytime she needs help, I'll handle that. Which I was relying on my parents and my dad to help out with some of my car payments, whenever I needed some help, because the job I had, it was decent. But I'm a single mother, blah, blah. I wasn't making enough money to have my own house. I was staying with my godparents. But now it's like, okay, this is cool. We're getting engaged. He's got a beautiful home. We're moving into this mansion. That's what's up. And I didn't have any reason to not believe him when it came to the vehicle. So fast forward a couple weeks, and maybe fast forward a month or two, I believe, because I think this was 2 months later. I'm doing this gig, and all of a sudden somebody comes in and says, "Hey, I think somebody's towing your SUV," and I'm like, "No way." I have to stop my performance or not come back after my break and go outside. And my SUV is being towed away. And I'm saying to these people, what is wrong with you? Why are you taking my car? And they were like, ma'am, for non-payment. And I'm like, so now I'm calling the bank and I am cussing them out. My man's been paying it, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, ma'am, there has not been a payment since. And it was like 2 months behind. And I'm looking at him and he's saying to me, he's right along with me. Just joining the effery, the fuckery that he created, mind you. And he's, just looking so innocent, and he's mad right along with me. I don't understand this. I did pay the bill, and he's huffing and puffing, and I'm huffing and puffing. And it didn't even dawn on me. This dude is a freaking liar. He has not been paying the bill. He just caused you to lose your truck. Because I don't have any reason that I really know of to not have any actual faith and belief in him. Oh my God. How gullible, guys. How gullible. But I've got this ring. I got this big rock. And I'm in love, and we're going to church together and everything else. I didn't have any, so I'm like, there's no way. This has to be like some bad coincidence. Like, something is just not right. Somebody made a mistake. And so I'm thinking, I'm just going to get you know what? Go ahead and take it. Go ahead, because I'm going to sue all of you. Go ahead and take it. I'm getting my car back. Nope. So I'm thinking he's going to do the work to fix it. But instead, He takes me to this raggedy behind car dealership. Oh, that's right. Somewhere along the way, he had a car and then he didn't. And I didn't even stop to think about the fact that we're now only driving my SUV. Whatever car you have, you don't have anymore. And there was some excuse about him needing to get something fixed, but then like there was never any more conversation. I just never questioned it again. So now my fiance is taking me to one of his friends' raggedy behind car dealerships, and we're getting this raggedy behind Ford Taurus, mind you, in both of our names. That was his solution. He put the money down. I saw him give the cash. I had a nice little Hyundai something or whatever it was for me and my baby girl. It was a cute little SUV too. I gotta find the pictures. And I had this cute little license plate in the back with my baby girl's name on. I was so proud of my little accomplishment. Now I got this raggedy behind Ford Taurus. Ugh. What's so interesting is I wound up being with another guy years later, like recently, that one of his cars was a raggedy behind Ford Taurus too. Ooh, we'll get there. And I wound up doing a whole blog defending him and his Ford Taurus because I was still in my Pick Misha phase for a part of that relationship and defending him and his Ford Taurus. And y'all, I was looking crazy too on this blog to all of my readers talking about, I don't care where we're going together. I don't care what he's driving. As long as we're together, I don't care what he's driving. Woo, thank God for growth. Thank God for growth. So anyway, rewind it back to DC and Texas. So now we've got this Ford Taurus. When I tell you, when he put the ring on my finger, it's like he turned into another human being. It's like all of a sudden I'm wearing this ring and I swear to God, it's like a mask came off and it's like, I gotcha now. He started playing this song and singing this song to me. I swear, like a little like horror movie skit could be made out of this part right here. There's this song I've got to find. As a matter of fact, let me pause this. I'm going to pause it real quick because I'm going to tell you the song and I'm going to tell you the singer. Hold on. Okay, so the song is called I Gotcha by Joe Tex. And he is a bass player. So, I just thought, he loves this song because it's got a really cool, bass riff, especially for that time. I'm going to guess that was like a big deal then. And yeah, if you're listening to just the bass, it's kind of cool. It's like, it just makes you just start kind of rocking your hips, like even now, like years later. So, but like going back, that song was such a red flag. Ah! That song is so rapey. Like the second verse, he's like, the singer's like, you saw me and ran in the wrong direction. Something. Was it? I'll teach you to play with my affection. And then he's like, now give it here. Hold it. You never should have promised that. Give it here. I gotcha. Yuck. Ah! That was like one of his favorite songs. And he sang that song, like he would sing that song to me like in a flirty way. Oh my God. That's a Predator song. Huh! United Nations of Red Flags. That song is the red flag. Just wrap me up all up in that damn flag, okay? That's what that should have been. I'm getting close to 10 minutes. Let me see what else I can fit in here as far as red flags. That's the one. That's the one and the two. As soon as I put that ring on my finger, I swear, it's like he sang that song. Like, it's like his spirit took the mask off and like the theme song as the mask was coming off. Like, you guys ever see like when somebody's like, when the guys are coming out, like, they're taking their mask off when they're being revealed, like on their line, like when they're coming out in their fraternity. I swear it was like, it's like his spirit did that. Like his spirit was stepping and singing that song and pulling the mask off. He became a whole nother person so quick. I swear, like singing that song a lot, becoming more like brooding, having attitudes about stuff, more quiet, more secretive and angry so quickly. All right. Boy, hush. So, shh. My little buddy is right here. And oh my gosh, this is why I need to almost wrap this up. I'm going to try to get through one more video. I'm going to try to keep it as PG as I can because my little snuggle buddy is not going to let me go. And yeah, so let's see if I'm going to see if I can wrap up this chapter in one more episode. Probably not, but I'm going to do one more.